Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan if you're new here, and I am doing another tag video. My friend Connor from the closet tagged me to do this awesome video. He is creating some spectacular tags. When I first saw the title, I'm like, what on earth is this going to be? And then I watched it and it's brilliant. And there's something really exciting about getting tagged by someone whose channel that you love to watch. So this was awesome. This is the raffle tag, and I have a bunch of, I should hold this up. I have a bunch of slips of paper in here with the questions written on them. I was writing them down one evening and I didn't tell my husband like what I was doing. He's like, what the heck are you doing? Because I'm like ripping up these little pieces of paper after scribbling on them. So Connor created a bunch of questions, and I'll have them in my description box below so that if you want to take part, if you get tagged, you can copy them down. It also might be easier. I mean, it would mess with the whole raffle theme, but when I was feeling a little bit lazy, I did think about just using like a random number generator to pick them from the list on the computer, but I was a good sport and I wrote them all down. So let's get started. Okay, first up, your unicorn bag and why. Do I have a unicorn bag? I don't really know if I have a unicorn bag. I was trying not to think too hard about all of these questions as I was jotting them down because it's so easy to just get carried away. I've had so many bags that I really never thought would be possible, so I guess that's kind of in line with the whole unicorn thing. I was so obsessed with the Lizard Celine Classic bag, often called the box, but the box actually refers to one of the kinds of leathers that it comes in. But I was obsessed with the Lizard version, but it's like, it's $7,500, and I know for maybe a Lizard bag that's not the craziest thing. It's a lot of money, and I just don't really know if I could do that. I think, okay, in terms of unicorn bags, I'm gonna go with either that or a Kelly in like a deep green color. I would love, is there one called like malachite? There's a green that I've seen here on YouTube. I think Mel in Melbourne has it. I'm obsessed with that Kelly. If I were to ever get a Kelly, it would be that one. Okay, up next, least practical bag you own. Probably the Mark Cross wicker bag. I would say that most of my bags are very practical. I mean, including that one, it's not the craziest thing ever, but least practical because it is quite small. It's a little finicky to get in and out of. I'll pop up some pictures. It's reasonable, but it has that same kind of clasp that's on the Louis Vuitton. Now I'm blanking on the one. The satchel, why can't I think of the word? Whatever, that one, it has the same kind of clasp, but it's a very small wicker bag. I can only really use it for a couple months out of the year because of the style. It would just look weird with winter or fall clothes. So that one, because of the capacity and the trouble getting in and out, and even in the summertime, if it's raining, I can't really use it. It would get destroyed. So yeah, definitely the least practical bag. I would say maybe the pouch, the Lady Dior pouch comes in second because it's lambskin, but for a small clutch, it's actually incredibly practical because you can wear it crossbody, you could make the strap suitable for the shoulder, it's a clutch, it's really versatile. I mean, I've taken that to the grocery store, so yeah, definitely the Mark Cross wicker bag. Okay, what do we have next? I don't know if I should be like all dramatic, like, ooh. Okay, so, Birkin or Kelly, and why Kelly? Easily. I mean, I feel like for all the other reasons that, you know, I feel like if you're a tote person, people seem to go for the Birkin, and if you like a shoulder strap, crossbody, I mean, it has everything that I personally like. I am not a tote person. Totes for me are, you know, like airport bags, beach bags, park bags, and that's not really what I would be using the Birkin for. It's super cute in the smaller sizes, and I do think it's a gorgeous bag, but simply in terms of how I prefer to use my bags, I really like the Kelly because of the top handle and the shoulder strap. Yeah, easily. And I love the retorn style. Okay, so that is, what did I do? That's 3, and I have to do 10. So what's this next one? Best uncommon luxury brand. This will probably vary by country. Because honestly, when I did write down this question, I couldn't help but think all of these are incredibly uncommon. I mean, some less than others, but I do think it's really important to keep in mind that all of these are uncommon. Best uncommon. I mean, does Hermes count as uncommon? Connor, what does uncommon mean? Like uncommonly seen, harder to get, uncommonly talked about? Because Hermes is definitely not uncommonly talked about. I'm gonna go with my Valextra bag. I love that bag. It is one of my favorite bags. It's the Ebene. I have been calling it the Aside, and I still kind of want to, but I did just see on Valextra, they posted on their Instagram, like how to pronounce it, and supposedly it is something along the lines of Ebene. So I love that mini bag. I have never ever seen anyone carrying it out and about, but I have connected with a few ladies on Instagram who also love that bag, and it's a brilliant bag. Kind of similar to the Kelly, like if you like that same functionality, top handle, you can get it in different leathers, kind of structured, really ladylike. It's a brilliant bag, and there are so few YouTube videos on it. I think mine and one other one might be the only English YouTube video that I've seen. And yeah, it doesn't get enough love. I understand kind of why, because it is around the $3,000 mark. I wonder if people, when seeing that price, if maybe they just lean towards more well-known bags, something like from Dior or Louis Vuitton, Gucci, because you can absolutely get something in that price range for $3,000. And you know, it's easy to like what you see all the time. So yeah, Valextra. Okay, 4. Okay, so my 5th one, Cartier Love, or is it the Justin Glue? The Juke? What is it? I don't know. The cute nail one. I'm not a Cartier person. I think they're gorgeous and I like to see them on other people, and you know, people always have their little wrist shots on Instagram. Probably the French, the nail one. I made a video a couple months ago talking about how I really want to learn French, and clearly that has not happened yet. But that one, I think it actually is really funky and cool. I'm not willing to pay Cartier prices, but that would be the one that I get. Also, the whole idea of wearing something all the time, I could never ever do that. I don't know how people wear the Love. I kind of get the Love cuff. I'm not a bracelet person in general. I've talked about that. They bother me. I'm like typing and cleaning, and with working from home, I'm constantly flitting between house chores and work and just, you know, whatever, when I can grab a break, because otherwise you're just sitting at the computer for 9+ hours. But the idea of wearing it 24/7, I don't get it. Okay, so that is 5 and 6. Let's see. Your most used luxury item. Easily my Ferragamo French wallet. I used it every single day for about 1.5 years, I think it was, before I got my Bottega card holder. I love that wallet. It's really sturdy. It's still in perfect condition. It's this bright pink. I actually got one from my mom as well for Christmas, that we have matching ones. I hope she's enjoying it. I hope she's still using it. But it's a really functional wallet. For being about the size of like 2 card holders put together, you can fit a ton of stuff in it. I have cash in it, holds all my cards. It's really sturdy. And in fact, sometimes I have switched out of my card holder since it's lambskin. Like if it's raining and I'm expecting that my hands might get wet or something and I'm gonna have to reach for it, I switch into my Ferragamo wallet because the leather is a lot more sturdy than the lambskin. So yeah, that is my most used luxury item. I mean, because it's the item that I used every single day. And what do we have? Next. Item you'll most likely purchase next. I wish I wasn't thinking about this because I did just get my Louis Vuitton purse, but of course I am. The whole purse piece thing it's not happening quite yet. But I'm also not obsessed over anything, and I'm really content to save my money for the next few weeks at the very least. I would love to get a Burberry trench. That might be it. Or I've been considering the Celine Ava bag. I really like the idea of getting a shoulder bag, something... Is a car honking at a car? Oh, okay. Sorry, a car is honking outside. I love the idea of getting a shoulder bag, kind of playing into this whole 90s thing at the moment, but also something really classy. I feel like Celine always does classy styles, and it's just a really simple, elegant leather shoulder bag. Something that won't look tired and really dated in a couple months, or maybe a year when we're switching onto something else. So yeah, maybe one of those, or even if it was just a Burberry checked scarf, I'd really like to add something like that for fall. 7. Okay, on to number 8. Most pointless designer item. Most pointless. Hold, I have to think about this. Most pointless. I mean, I was talking about this with my husband the other day because you can only use these things so much, especially with like the pandemic environment, and maybe they're all a little pointless. Most pointless. I'm assuming it means in my collection, obviously. I'm drawing a complete blank, and obviously watching me sit here and think is not entertaining content. Okay, I love all my bags and I use them. That's the thing, like, I wouldn't really call any of those pointless. Connor, I am becoming way too philosophical with these things because I'm like, well, what does it mean for them to be pointless? I mean, they bring me joy, even if I only use them like once. So for me, pointless would mean something that I don't really use. It's just maybe aesthetically pleasing. Okay, I can tell you something I want, which is totally pointless. It's so stupid. I don't know why I want this thing. Okay, because like everybody has been making the videos about things that they would never ever buy, and I loved that Dale did the whole like a video dedicated to ridiculous things that she would buy. I would love to get something from the Dior home section. They have this, oh, it's embarrassing. Okay, they have like a matching pen holder and paper, like printer paper holder in their gorgeous blue and white motif. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll put up some pictures. It is so pretty, and I would love to get like, those glass top desks where it's like a layer, so the top is glass and then there's a layer of wood, so you can use that as kind of a shelf and then like have the printer paper box on display. This is so stupid. Yeah, that is the most pointless thing I have ever wanted. Okay, if you are familiar with my collection and you can say, oh, no, Megan, you're forgetting this one thing that is totally pointless, let me know. I won't be offended, I swear. If you think something in my collection is pointless that I'm just completely drawing a blank on right now, but I would love to get some of that home stuff. And it's totally pointless. Like, for some reason, I really want a Dior jigsaw puzzle. They make jigsaw puzzles. Why? I don't know, but they're really pretty and I really want one. But at least that you could use and be entertained by. And to be honest, I would be entertained every time I see this printer paper box. So, yeah, how pointless is any of this stuff? That's what I want to know. Oh, it's so stupid. I don't know why I want it. Okay. Next one, I think we're on number 9. Biggest luxury disappointment. Easily the Gucci Mary Jane pumps that I got. I loved them. They're gorgeous. The leather is lambskin, so I knew it would be quite delicate, but the heel, the nub on the heel crumbled. It crumbled after wearing them a handful of times. I'm quite careful with all of my belongings, even though I don't feel like I make a big effort about it, but I am careful, and I've had designer shoes before. I've never ever had anything fall apart like this. The heel nib was falling off, you know, so you know when you wear through the plastic nub eventually and you can hear that clack clack from the metal poking through the heel? The plastic heel tip crumbled within a few wears, and I was maybe just crossing from my car through the, you know, a paved parking lot into stores or things like that. I was only using them to run little errands, or I would wear them in my office. Sometimes I would actually just carry them in my bag and then pop them on because it was a carpeted office. But within a few wears, they fell apart. I brought them to the Gucci store and they fixed them, no problem. But it was, at the time, it was the most money I had ever spent on shoes, because all the other shoes I had ever purchased, mostly Prada, I got them at Nordstrom Rack for like incredible deals. I saw these online at Nordstrom. Nordstrom store was incredibly unhelpful. They were basically like, not our problem, even though I'd clearly just bought them. So I took them to the Gucci store. They fixed it right away, but it was stressful. I mean, I'd never spent that amount of money on shoes, and for it to fall apart so quickly, that was really, really frustrating. So that's probably my biggest luxury disappointment. Oh, especially because now I'm quite nervous about using them. The whole thing was so destroyed that they had to replace the entire heels on both shoes. And now I'm just kind of anxious to wear them. I think I've maybe only worn them once or twice since then. And also, they're not very comfortable. Not at all. I can only wear them for maybe an hour. And my Manolo, the Hinkisi style, I can wear those for several hours. Like at least about 4 hours walking around doing like light shopping and things like that. Okay, so we are on to our last one. Most practical bag that I own. I was actually hoping that I wouldn't pick this one because I honestly don't know. I'm gonna assume it's talking about a luxury bag. Most practical. I am tempted to say the Valextra again. Then again, I really only reach for that like spring and summer because of the color. Most practical. And you know, I am kind of careful about wearing it against dark jeans. Okay, maybe not that one. I'm trying to think of maybe a black bag. Once again, okay, I'm gonna cut some of this out because watching me sit here and think about it might not be that okay, ooh, no. I am gonna go with my Marc Cross Grace bag. It's a green, tumbled grain leather. I think that bag goes with so many things in my wardrobe. I can wear it crossbody, I can wear it on the shoulder. It's kind of there's something like feminine about the lines of it, but it's also quite masculine and like its little mini briefcase style. It's super cute. And I feel like it transcends all seasons. It's ageless. It's an awesome, awesome bag. And it has like gold-plated hardware. The hardware doesn't have a single scratch on it. So yeah, I would go with that one. If it wasn't for the poplar, wait, no, or do I want to go with my mini reissue? Ooh, darn. I'm changing my mind. Never mind, I am gonna go with the black mini reissue. It's in the aged calfskin with the gold hardware. I love that bag. Why did I not think of that bag immediately? What is wrong with me? Clearly I own too many bags, and I would say that they're pretty much all fairly practical. Okay, the reason I'm going with the mini reissue over the Mark Cross Grace bag is because since that Grace bag has that poplar frame, I have never brought it anywhere with me. I've never traveled with it. The reissue is my #1 travel bag. When I am wearing darker colors and I don't know what to wear, I generally reach for that one. Like when I don't know what bag to use, if I'm wearing lighter colors, I'll always use my Coach Kip bag in the white, and if I'm wearing darker colors, I'll always go with my mini reissue. It's really great. I mean, it can be a shoulder bag, a crossbody bag. It fits over top of bulkier winter coats. It goes with every season. It's really easy to travel with. It's also quite understated, so if I'm going somewhere where I don't want to draw a lot of attention, it works out. But then obviously like handbag lovers know that bag. So yeah, that is easily my most practical bag. It can fit sunglasses, it can fit my wallet, it can fit my phone, it can fit my keys, it can fit lipstick and just all the other little things without any fuss, but it's still the size of bag that I like. It is a mini bag. The Mark Cross bag can also fit quite a bit. Yeah, I would say those were my 3 most practical bags, like from most practical to least, still like again being the top 3. My mini reissue, my Mark Cross Grace bag, and then the Valextra bag. The Valextra bag only getting knocked down just because of the color. Okay, was that 10? Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, those were my 10 raffles that I picked. I loved this. I like these random little, you know, things that you don't have to think too much about beforehand. Of course, some of them stumped me in the moment, but thank you so much, Connor, for making this tag, for tagging me in it. It was seriously so exciting to watch your video and get tagged by it, because I love your channel. It's brilliant, and you're coming up with some great tags. You're making me want to make some. So I will tag some people on Instagram the day that I post this, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!